Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain for You. Today's topic is going to be trust your body and teach your brain. So we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to take a couple of nice, deep, refreshing breaths. Breathe in the confidence. Exhale the doubt. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. All right. So, trust the body. We'll start with that part first. Our body has an inherent wisdom to it, a brilliance to it. It's amazing with the trillions of cells, the various different systems in our body that control all sorts of things. Metabolism, digestion, heart rate, breathing, oxygenating the body, thinking. Like I don't even know what else to just ramble off the top of my head. But when you think about all of the intelligence that it takes to keep a system in a body like this running and optimized and healthy and alive, there's a wisdom and an intelligence there that I don't think any of us can truly comprehend. So for anybody, raise your hand if this is you, who feels that your body's given up on you or quit on you, or is just, you got the bad luck of the draw and you got a body that's all jacked up with all sorts of problems and it's just not working any longer. Or maybe you're thinking you're too old, or maybe you got unlucky, or maybe you had an injury that didn't heal, or a surgery that went wrong, or just try to remember, any time that you've actually had a true injury, whether you cut yourself in the kitchen, you burnt your hand on the stovetop, whether you skinned your knee, running around as a kid, whether you, like for me, I took a hockey stick to the forehead right on the eyebrow and it split open, got a few stitches, any number of things. The body knows what to do. The body knows how to keep it safe and alive. And that is if the body is allowed to do what it's supposed to do. We've seen some really horrific physical traumas, car accidents, motorcycle accidents, and the doctors put them back together and the body heals. And yeah, there are some things that are not able to be healed, but the pain almost always goes away when it comes to a traumatic injury because the body heals. My ex-wife broke an ankle running in the woods. 6 weeks later, the ankle was healed and she's back running again. The body knows what to do if we trust it, if we allow it to do what it's supposed to do. Now, the brain, on the other hand, its job is to keep us safe and keep us alive. And it operates on the data that it's given. And the purpose of pain is to keep us safe from something that the brain, the control center for all of this, believes or perceives as dangerous. So if the brain perceives that these emotions are dangerous, in the case of Dr. Sarno's theories, the emotions are dangerous, the brain might turn on some pain signals to protect you from these scary, dark, overwhelming emotions. And then we get medicalized and convinced that we're broken and our body is failing us. And we believe that, we buy that, and the brain latches onto that. Now all of a sudden it's not just the emotions that are perceived as dangerous, but now it's movements, it's physical positions. It might be standing, it might be sitting, it might be, whatever. And so now our brain is perceiving that all of these physical positions and movements are dangerous. So the brain is always going to default to keeping us safe by having the pain. The example that I like to use is for 13 years I had back pain. For much of that I was walking around saying, I got a bad back, can't lift that up. Asking my kid to help me out. Hey, I can't lift that heavy thing up, can you help me out? And so my brain was listening, it was paying attention. What did I teach the brain? I taught my brain that I got a bad back. Lifting heavy stuff is bad for me. So what do you think my brain did? Anytime I bent over, ouch, would turn on the pain. Why? Because the brain was literally doing as I instructed and protecting me from this bad back that I had. So what are the instructions you're giving to your brain? Are you teaching yourself that you're easily broken, you're scared, you're fragile, or that you are already broken? You know, fear and attention are what kind of keeps these symptoms persistent. So, the body knows what to do. If there was a true injury, it's most likely healed already. If you had a true injury that was more than 6 to 8 weeks ago, it's already healed. Sorry to tell you, but the body knows what to do, and it heals. You know, medical doctors will tell you the body always heals. Now, if the pain persists from a surgery or from an injury, it's because we've taught the brain through our fear and our attention on the injury or surgery or whatever, we've taught the brain, fear and attention, that this is important, don't let it go, we're in danger. The brain will faithfully, based on our instructions, keep the symptoms going. So when I say trust the body, teach the brain, I literally mean that. The body knows what to do. Chronic pain isn't supposed to happen. We're supposed to feel the pain so that we can rest and let it recover. And then we're supposed to be able to get back to full activity because the body has already healed. When I say teach the brain, I mean teach it that you're actually okay. Right? Maybe you are like me, where I bent over, believe it or not, to put on my underwear. I was in my early 30s, and I certainly wasn't massively out of shape or anything like that, but I pulled my back out, putting on my underwear at 32 years old, maybe 31, 32, and that created 13 long years of chronic back pain and sciatica. It took me a long time of making all the mistakes in the book and trying to figure out some of the stuff I'm sharing with you before I could teach my brain to calm the heck down, because there's nothing wrong. Pain is a warning signal to say, stop doing that, it's dangerous. So it's our job to teach the brain that the thing it perceives as dangerous is not really dangerous. Now, for those of you who've seen your MRI report that says, well, I got this bulging and herniated disc, and what about that, Dan? You can't tell me that changing my thinking is going to fix my disc, is it? No. What Sarno discovered was the disc bulges and herniations and any other physical thing you can find on an imaging study are what the doctor calls normal abnormalities, which basically means they're not the cause of the pain. The cause of the pain is an overprotective brain who thinks there's something dangerous that you're doing, or the position you're in, or the emotions you're about to feel, and so it creates the pain to protect us. So it's quite simple. We just want to teach the brain there's nothing to be afraid of. The pain is a warning signal. It's kind of like a fire alarm. And if we freak out about the fire alarm, and yet somebody's over here, like Dr. Sarno, saying, but wait, there's no fire. You're saying, but the alarm is still sounding. No, but there's really no fire. But the pain won't turn off, so there must be something wrong. No, but there's no fire. But, and you see how this can go round and round, and you can keep on convincing yourself that as long as the pain's here, there must be something wrong. You know, and maybe you've tried this TMS approach before. Maybe you've done some emotional work or discovery, or you've had therapy. You're still not better yet. Well, you might be an expert at journaling, but if you haven't taught your brain that your body's actually okay, brain's probably not going to turn off the pain. So it takes a number of things. Overall, we need to teach the brain that we're safe in our body, we're safe in our emotions, we're safe in our thinking. When the brain gets a message, it's going to shut off the pain. Very consistently it does. The key is how long is it going to take for you to embrace this I'm not broken mindset and teach the brain that. Trust the body. It knows what to do. But teach the brain. When the brain gets a message, you're going to get well. So what do you guys think? Trust the body, teach the brain. I think you're you're on the right track. You're on the right path. You're going to get well. And let me know your thoughts. Please comment below. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, please hit the red subscribe button. If you're not a group member on Facebook, hit the join button. If you know somebody who might benefit by these videos, please share it with them. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you had a wonderful day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.